Hi everybody, it's Alex. Welcome to Guiding Creatives, the YouTube channel where I show you, a freelancer or a creative, how to thrive in the gig economy. And today we're going to focus on 7 gigs that are high in demand right now. I need them myself, I see my clients need them, and I just see them coming up again and again. They're also evergreen for the time being as trends go, so it's something worth investing in even if it takes you a few weeks or a month to get the actual service prepared to provide to people. So let's jump right to it. The first is actually transcribing YouTube videos or podcasts to blog posts. This is so underrated. And you can get software that gives you the transcript, but we all know it doesn't directly read well how I speak and how you blog. So having that middleman, even though it can be not a super high ticket class item, it's still really, really important. And if you can get a client that you're doing this regularly for, it's a good source of stable income because people are putting out YouTube videos and podcast episodes generally weekly. If you do any kind of copywriting or transcribing, this is something to jump on right now, but this is a gig anybody can do. You just need to figure out how you're going to do it. The second one, when we're faced with AI, we often panic, but I'm going to show you how to adapt. So one thing I'm seeing a lot of people start asking for is AI prompting or AI training, AI consulting. People know they have access to these programs. I've tried Midjourney, ChatGPT, all those really popular ones. And I'll tell you right now, you can spend hours trying to figure out the correct prompt to really get the product you want, or you just go with a generic prompt and you get a mediocre response that you have to edit. Time is money. Stop underestimating how much you can make by saving people time. You don't have to offer these huge gigs. You can do small. And I'm not saying this is small because this is actually pretty complicated, but I just want to give you that reminder. So, AI prompting. You're going to teach people how to use these machines. You can give them a list of prompts to put in. This can change seasonally. This can change with their business goals. This can change with their needs. There's so much room for this. It could even be a form of passive income. Try it out. You just need to really find time and play with AI machines and AI technology. Number 3 is one you've seen all over social media, and it is UGC, user-generated content. It's like the Goldilocks concept. Influencer marketing and working with influencers has been getting very expensive. So it's a pretty big investment and not a lot of businesses have that accessibility, or they're looking for ways they can do it with a little less spend. And gifting has always been not really enjoyed by companies. Yes, it's free exposure, but it's a little bit loose. So UGC is where that comes in between. This is where you hire somebody to make a product demo, unboxing, styling, whatever your product is. They make user-generated content. So it looks like it's from a user. If you're comfortable filming yourself, and yes, it can be faceless, this is something you can do. You don't have to record voiceovers, although you can offer it. You can simply do a demo. Because the truth is, it's like when you're shopping for something. The product photos aren't always the winner. Sometimes you want that lifestyle photo because you can show me a product photo, but I want to see how it looks like in real life. That's where UGC comes in. So if you're somebody who's comfortable with the camera, if you think you can create some kind of mini masterpiece where you're really showing the product, you're really giving it some life, breathing some air into it, this is worth doing. And again, you can do it faceless. Faceless content is also needed. Circling back to podcasts and YouTube, something that's very in demand is production of podcasts and YouTube videos. And I'm not saying you have to do the editing. I can't ever say that word, guys. I'm not saying you have to be the editor. I'm saying you can get into some point in the pipeline that works for you. Maybe you help with strategizing. Maybe you help with script writing. Maybe you help with optimizing. Maybe you help with clipping. Maybe you help with transcribing. Maybe you help with scheduling. Maybe you help with data analysis. You see how all these different things can come in, and I didn't even mention half of them. There is so much role to go around, and having a podcast, having a YouTube, unless you're very casual with it, it is a lot of work. And people are willing to make that investment because podcasting and YouTube has been proven to just have a greater ROI. It's just more evergreen. If you can get in at any stage, I challenge you to do that. It's really worth your time. And because there's so many people with podcasts and YouTube channels, you can work with different levels, different types, different budget points. there's so much opportunity for you as a freelancer. The next, which I'm laughing because I don't know that much about to really speak about it, because coding was my worst class I've ever done. But programming, coding, people are looking for their own made chatbots. People are looking for their own made apps, websites. Whatever you can code and program, people need it. The back end is everything. I'm pretty sure it's the back end, not the front end, right? This is always going to be in demand. Technology would not exist, and the software, the social media, it doesn't exist without programmers and coders. Is it the same thing? Am I saying the same thing twice? Someone tell me in the comments. But if you have a passion for that, I suggest you pick up some courses, do a certification. If you're already doing it, put yourself out there as a freelancer. The sixth is a clip editor. If you heard what I was saying before, everybody and their dog has a podcast or a YouTube channel. And the way to repurpose content and to really get discoverability is clips. Truth be told, I have video editing capabilities. I have software that I can edit clips on. I don't have that bit of expertise to even make it just 1% better, which can really change retention. So I started to learn that I really need to trust somebody with that task because it's a strong ROI and it'll save me time. So if you know how to edit a clip, whether you're taking clips from podcasts and doing simple subtitles, that's like a baseline you can offer. Maybe you're making a vlog style clip for somebody. Maybe you're making something very engaging. Maybe somebody is filming strictly a short and they want you to edit it. Whatever it is, at the level you're comfortable with, start it now. This is never going to go out of style. I had to pause this service because I have way too much work. That's how many people need it. You think about how many people have a YouTube, an Instagram, a TikTok, blah, 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 blah. You're starting to see the abundance of opportunity. So put it out there, start now. This last one is a team effort. It should be a team effort. But if you're like me and you're doing it by yourself, or you think you have the capabilities to do it by yourself, I'm telling you right now, price high. Price high. But it is a social media manager. Social media is changing all the time. You have to analyze data, you have to engage with your audience, you have to keep a consistent flow. It is too much for people who are operating businesses. It is too much for people who are in meetings every day. That is a gap that can be filled in any business, nonprofit, any area at any time, because people are also moving out of these positions very quickly. So if you have any social media skill, I suggest making a gig for that. But specifically, if you can manage a social media account and you have some case studies to support that, that's what people are looking for most right now. So put it out there and just get started.